You are cute. Elbow cough.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect, and we watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just got to throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Tori. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
You know, there was plenty to be happy about last year in Atlanta with the way the Hawks played. One sour note, though, was that the team was viewed as a potential buy for Seattle groups.
On the court right now for the Hawks, Montgomery in at the 3. Splitter is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Teague in at the 2. And Durant, here we go, and they take the lead. Well, last season, the Hawks not only had a great year on the floor, as they were the top seed in the Eastern Conference, but they had a pretty good day at the bank, too. They sold for a nice price. Looks like the team is going to stay in Atlanta, where it belongs.
Yeah, and that's great news for Atlanta, and they were rewarded with a terrific season. A group, including Grant Hill, purchased the Hawks, and obviously will keep that group in Atlanta for many years to come.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Durant's got the ball.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Montgomery, and Durant sends it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder. And a miss there on the triple. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Westbrook. Durant cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
Kev, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
Well, that's making him pay for letting him get his hands on that rebound.
Yeah, is it ever? I mean, I doubt we'll see them make that mistake again. love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Westbrook dishes to Adams, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Wasted no time on that one. 15 points for Kevin Durant.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Boy, giving him a huge lift offensively. He's poised for a big game here.
Hardaway kicks to Freak. Now the dish to Splitter. Launches it. Scott can't get it to go, and it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Outside Durant. Takes the 13-footer. The shot is off.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
The basket's coming early and often. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely a hard decision.
Now with more and more freshmen, Clark. For the Thunder, Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Durant subbed in for Anthony Morrow. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitter is checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Freaks checked in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. Durant and Collison at the 3 and the 4. And it's Adams in at the 5. Rome in the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Teague to the right side. Schroeder, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Thunder leading by 13.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
He dishes it to Splitter. He kicks it to Schroeder. Feeds to Freak. Unloads from 13. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Freak's got his first 2 points of the night. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to Dallas.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Yeah, I thought they really tightened up at the end, guys. I mean, I think they were playing not to lose instead of playing to win. You got to go after wins. You can't try to hold on to them. You got to go get them.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
McGarry's checked in for Nick Collison. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Teague. Here is Splitter. 20 points for him last game against Dallas. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. Kevin Durant, number 1.
There is no doubt he is one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. I mean, he's capable of putting up some huge numbers from that wing position.
Well, I think the wing position is his home base. That's his best spot. He's most comfortable there, but he's comfortable anywhere on the floor, inside, outside, pulling up or driving to the rim.
Scott with a screen on Westbrook. Hardaway for 3. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Montgomery. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
The Hawks trail by 12. Schroeder passes to Hardaway. 17 seconds left in the first half of the game. The pass to Montgomery. Kicks to Splitter. And he makes good on the layup. Splitter's got his second bucket tonight.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Durant, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. .20 points for Kevin Durant.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Waiters. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitter's checked in for Millsap. Freak comes in for Cephalosha. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Teague. On the court right now for the Hawks, Montgomery, he's in at small forward. Hardaway is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Splitter, and it's Horford in at the 5, down low. Outside for Durant, and Durant gets double teamed. Second chance shot. And it's Adams getting it to go. And the Thunder lead by 11. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far.
And guys, it's easy to forget sometimes just how young Kevin Durant still is. I mean, last season, he became the second youngest player to get to 15,000 points.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. The Thunder leading by 11. Oklahoma City moving it around. Morrow kicks to Durant, and he gets it to go. Durant's got 22 points. For Durant getting to 15,000 points, the only player, Clark, to do it quicker was LeBron James.
Yeah, and it's even more impressive when you realize that Durant did spend 1 year in college, Kevin. You take a year off his age, and he and LeBron got to that point plateau in virtually the same. Amount of time.
Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Westbrook, and that one hits back iron.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Splitter dishes to Freak. 6 to shoot. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
McGarry's checked in for Nick Collison. And the one thing Tiago Splitter gives you every year, Clark, is consistency. The numbers, the effort, the results, all. Oh, wow. That's a beautiful jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Here's Westbrook. He's got 10.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
And it's Durant missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Schroeder. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 5 to shoot. Hardaway passes to Montgomery. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage of the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And, guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
And the final period of play just about to start. So the Thunder with some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Waiters. And Mitch McGarry subbed in for Kevin Durant. Atlanta also making some changes here. Al Horford is checked in for Splitter. And Freak subbed in for Kyle Korver.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Thunder.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And, you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Kevin Durant. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Canner is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Ibaka, and it's McGarry in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Scott. Misses, and he wants that one back.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Outside Westbrook. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They port.
Hi, Kevin. Well, much will be made of the scoring that you had here.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K.
The only color I care
Mr. Dom Pag,
We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's going to attack the basket all night long. So I'm going to make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. This game in Houston marks the start of a homestand for the Rockets. This is a team in great mid...
Thiago Splitter.
For Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Freaks checked in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. On the court for Atlanta, Montgomery. He's in at 3. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague, and it's Splitter, and it's Scott in at the power forward.
Well, one thing about Ty Lawson is he's very good at attacking the defense. Gets inside without a problem and knows how to set up teammates.
Now here's Freak. Lawson defending. And it's Freak missing. Rockets trail by 6. Reza dishes to Harden. Rejected by Teague. The shot's good from Lawson. Lawson's got 8 points. The Hawks have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Harden against Teague. Pass to Scott. Kicks to Freak. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Harden against Teague. 17-foot shot on the way. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's Montgomery. Stolen by Harden. A minute 20 left here in the first quarter. Aniunas passes to Ariza. No good on the 3.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
T kicks to Freak. The shot is off. Great D that time from Lawson. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against Indiana.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Scott with a screen on Lawson. With some arc, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
There's 31 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. The Hawks leading by 4. Schroeder passes to Teague. To the paint. Here's Montgomery. And it's sent back by... Howard. Now, here is Lawson. He had 10 points in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score.
Ariza with the bucket.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And that... And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the... to a lot of criticism, but it's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take. Rockets trail by 4.
Boy, last year the Rockets dealt with a lot of injuries. I mean, the front court and post players were hit the hardest. I think almost every Rocket big would end up missing some time.
Down low, it's Jones and Howard together. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. And it's Brewer in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And last season, GA, as you were talking about, the injuries for the Rockets did pile up. Dwight Howard was out. Terrence Jones was out. They missed those guys for multiple games.
Yeah, and that hurt them inside. But also, remember, Beverly goes down right before the playoffs. So in all, the Rockets had 180 missed games on their roster due to injury. Amazing they stayed so resilient and were able to capture that 2 seed.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers gave them a bit of a boost. He notched a few points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
For Dwight Howard, guys, there were 2 or 3 seasons in Orlando and LA that seemed like one big soap opera. So now, to me, it seems like he's happy and settled, though, here in Houston.
Here's Teague, and Jones sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. That one's in there. The Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Ariza.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Teague with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. Here's Montgomery. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 4th assist in this one. And it seems, Greg, that, you know, as he was just talking moments ago about Howard finding his niche in Houston, it seems he's more comfortable. Certainly a great legacy of terrific big men for the Rockets. Clark, you know that firsthand. They've had some terrific names over the years.
How about Yao Ming, Kevin? Moses Malone, Elvin Hayes, Hakeem Olajuwon. No greater roster of big men than that one there.
Teague drives in. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Korver dishes to Teague. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician. So good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
And Jeff Teague, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, blow by, and get right to the rim.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Scott kicks to Korver. Ariza against Teague. Scott with the screen on Ariza. Just 5 to shoot. Scott, good. Scott's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
For better or worse. And it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut back down to 4 points with the basket from Ariza. Shot is off. And a pretty tough.
Thank you, Kevin.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get. Houston making some changes. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Splitter's checked in for Millsap. Freak comes in for Cephalosha. Hardaway's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. And so in the game for the Hawks, Montgomery, he's in at small forward. Splitter is out there with Horford. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Hardaway in at the 2 guard.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there, and it's sent back by Howard. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Couldn't score after going the length of the floor.
And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are the jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta.
Now here's Brewer, guarded by Hardaway, and Brewer kicks to Moniunas. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Moniunas has got 9 points here in the second half.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
On for Coach Budenholzer, Greg, he did spend 19 years with the Spurs, so it makes a lot of sense. Clarkie won 4 titles during his time there in San Antonio.
And Kevin, you can really see how he's adapted and brought the motion offense over to this team, and it's worked well for the Hawks.
Harden gets the bucket.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
The Hawks leading by 3. Right side Hardaway. He dishes it to Horford. Back to Hardaway. Down low. Here's Splitter. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jones checked in for Moniunas. And it's Thornton in for James Harden. Scotty's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Brewer. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Schroeder. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Atlanta. And here's Beverley. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the basket by Jones.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Now here's Schroeder, defended by Beverley. Millsap a screen on Beverley. Schroeder passes to Splitter. Tries again, and Freak with the layup. Freak's got 6 points.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Screen by Howard. Passes it to Thornton. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. Shots continuing to... We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you. Houston making some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Jones. Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Freaks checked in for Thabo Cephalosha. Moniunas and Howard the post pair. Brewer is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Picked by Horford. Teague dishes to Korver. They set the screen. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama. And we saw a good one.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
gentlemen. I'm here with
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan play. James Harden.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous. And he feeds off that support. Once they got behind.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a